Hello everyone. I've sat here for about 5 minutes trying to think of what to talk about. I had a couple of ideas, so I've gone with one of them. Haven't thought it through massively, but we'll see how it goes. So I wanted to talk about dreaming big. So a lot of you might have heard of Simon Squid and his book. Is it What's Your Dream? I think that's what it's called. I haven't read it, but I follow him on YouTube and watch his stuff a lot. And it's all about like what's your dream and like where do you want to be like with your life and change your life for the better, this sort of thing. And just achieving and striving towards whatever your dream is that's going to give you that fulfillment, that life satisfaction, and I guess in some ways happiness. And yeah, I've been thinking about what my dream would be. I know that I've done a video on if money were no object, and quite a lot of that would come into this. But then something that I haven't mentioned is that I've thought before about how I'd love to in the future have a sort of therapy cafe. And because I'm training to become a therapist, and I hopefully will be a therapist in the lighting is pretty horrible, sorry. There we go. Yeah, I hopefully will be a therapist in a few years, and I'm excited for that. I think maybe a bit more long term, I'd like to incorporate my therapeutic practice, or maybe not that, but sort of have something as alongside my therapy practice, which is maybe less formal. So maybe just a cafe where people can come and either I'd run like a support group, like a mental health support group, or I'd even have like one-on-one sessions in this cafe. Maybe I don't really know how I obviously haven't really thought exactly how it would work, but it would sort of make sense to have group sessions around mental health. And also I think just a cafe that incorporates elements of the self-care things that I talk about. So that could be maybe like doing some form of meditation, mindfulness in the cafe, or an emphasis on books and writing, and maybe like workshops and coffee, because I love coffee, and I think that would be obviously a big element as a cafe. But maybe learning about coffee together, and I think in the future I'd like to learn more and more about coffee. I've started watching Emma Chamberlain, which I've watched a bit of her stuff before, but more so recently, and about her having her own coffee. I did think that would be really cool, but I don't want to just jump on a bandwagon and do that. A bit like wanting to do the t-shirts. I feel like I'm going to put that aside for a bit, because I feel like although it would be a nice thing to do, am I jumping onto the kind of online shop bandwagon? So yeah, that's why that's on hold. And also with it's quite busy at the moment in my life with the new job and stuff, so I don't want to try and do like too many things at once. But yeah, something like that could be really cool. I was about to say I had a dream about going to, but yeah, I guess not literally, but I was thinking about traveling to different countries, maybe like South America, and trying out some amazing coffee, and even thinking about how maybe I could have my own coffee in the future, by working with the whatever country it's sourced from, that kind of thing. Because I think I get so much enjoyment from coffee, and I think a lot of other people do as well. A lot of you probably do, and so that would be a big part of it too. And understanding where the coffee has come from, the flavors, the whole process from it as like a fruit essentially, or I think like a cherry or whatever they call it, to the cup and what it's like then. And yeah, I think, yeah, it makes me quite excited talking about it, even just thinking about how I could have this cafe. I know that therapy cafes exist in like multiple forms. It doesn't need to be original, but yeah, I think that would be really cool to have some kind of cafe. And I don't know whether this will ever happen, but this is the point, isn't it? It's a dream, and it's something that might happen. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it would look like, but maybe I'd be making some coffees. I don't know, if I got a bit better at it, maybe I would. I mean, this is many years into the future, I'm sure, but yeah, it's a bit of a dream of mine. I'd love to hear some of your dreams. I know that in the If Money Were No Object, I heard some of yours, but I'd love to hear them again, or maybe things that you've, like new dreams that maybe you've had recently about what you'd want to do in the future, or whatever it is, whilst also emphasising that I think we should all focus on working towards being content with how our lives are now as well, and working with what we've got. I think that's massively important, staying present, staying grounded, and staying grateful for what we have, balancing that with striving for improvement in our lives in many different ways. Yeah, right, I actually need to go because I don't actually have that long before I start work. So well, thank you all for watching, and quite a quick video from me, but yeah, I'd love to hear what your dreams are. And I think it is coming back to what the title will probably be and how I started it, dreaming big. I think I said that at the start. I think dreaming big is really important as well. You don't ever have to reach that goal, do you? It's more just having something to work towards, and then the journey itself will be, it's quite cliche, isn't it? The journey itself will be hopefully the most enjoyable part, and then you might end up going off in different directions, but just having that initial goal to then build on is massively important. And even if you got halfway there, you're halfway further than you were at the start. So yeah, all right, well, be kind to yourselves, everyone, and be kind to others. Take care, and thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.